They put this manufactured home in only about a couple of weeks ago, so it's a new install. I'm going to show you what it takes to put in a manufactured home. A lot of people just think that they sit there, they're on their wheels, and that they call it that it's a mobile. Actually, the only reason why you still call it a mobile is because the steel frame is up underneath it. Okay, 3/16 inch. And it goes the entire way. And remember, termites can't eat steel. Otherwise, you have the same floor joist that you would in a traditional crawl space house. You have what they call a belly wrap here that goes all the way down. Now, what that does is it's filled with insulation. All your plumbing and everything is inside of that. And then they wrap it with a fiberglass belly wrap all the way down. So it's all contained perfectly. It's very unique and designed sealed system that makes it extremely efficient. The tongue is removed. This is how they bring it on site. Now, a lot of times you'll still see them up underneath the house because otherwise you have to pay to take them off, but they're completely removed. There's no wheels you're going to see down this thing. You see how many pillars there are. Now, the other part that you're going to see that's not on a lot of traditional crawl space houses is that you have to have these hurricane straps. So these straps hold to the steel frame and go down into a corkscrew about 6 inches wide, 4 foot deep, and you're going to see them all the way down the side of this. All of these are holding this manufactured home down. See them all the way down? Now, what's going to be different on this one is that you have the Oliver system. The Oliver system is actually preventing a twist. So this actually holds to a steel pillar there that's up underneath that footer. Or, I'm sorry, up underneath the pillar. And then it prevents the home from twisting. You can see another one right over here. So it's usually anchored at 3 points. I'm totally wrong. Here's the third point. And what that does is that all the other hurricane straps, these will prevent the home from being lifted up in some type of tornado or hurricane if it's trying to pull a home up. If it's pushing 120 mile an hour on one side, it'll prevent it from pulling up. What they found a while back is that if a home is sheared, so if it receives too much pull on one side or the other, that it could shear. And whenever that happened, it created a problem with the strappings. And that if a couple of the strappings failed, then it could rip the straps, and then pull the home up. So the new system is called the Oliver system. I'm guessing that it has to do with Oliver twist. And that system prevents the home from twisting. So this is additional security. And that working together with all of these straps all the way down this home, with the Oliver system, these homes are put in about as good as any traditional crawl space type home. And I call it a crawl space home because you can go through it. You can crawl in it. See? Everything's easy to get to. Clean. And a lot of people stick their nose up to a manufactured home because it's mobile. But in a lot of ways, same way that you put in any home that you have to build up in the low country or any area or zone that you have to lift the home up out of the water table. Except these homes come with steel frame, and then you have your floor joists. So termites don't eat that steel frame, do they? So anyways, we're at the beautiful Lake Moultrie. So what we're going to do next is that they're going to probably put in a bricked-in skirting. It's going to look super nice. So they don't know sure if they're going to do the cement board, which I'd recommend, over the brick. I'm not a fan of brick. Brick doesn't breathe, and it tends to hold moisture up underneath manufactured homes or crawl space homes. We have a problem with homes having too much moisture up underneath in the crawl space in the low country. So I would recommend just doing the hardy board. Hardy board is fantastic, a little bit cheaper. I think it looks better personally because there's so much brick everywhere, and it can be manipulated easier. You can cut out additional vents if you need to. So anyways, this is what you will actually see in your manufactured home with a new install.